Hello and welcome back to the Spook House podcast. Hope you are all doing well out there. I was literally just saying how I am still horrible at starting podcasts, and I'm proving that once again. I'm joined by my good friend John and my friend James. What is up, guys?
Hello.
AKA Shut Up James.
Yeah, it is Shut Up James. Like, if you don't call me by my government, then I won't respond, you know.
And AKA Wicked VHS of the Tapeheads United podcast.
Which now I forgot that because I'm like, oh, Wicked VHS, duh. But remembering that you're in Massachusetts, the Wicked hits a lot harder.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Is that why you named it Wicked
No,
VHS?
it honestly wasn't. Me and my friend Andy, the guy that runs Thrifted Horror,
James, you okay?
Sorry, I just hit my mouth with the straw. Just keep going.
Okay, we can take a minute.
No, we're good. We're good.
Now I feel slightly better about fumbling the intro.
I did that on purpose for you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, John, what were you saying?
Oh yeah, where Wicked came from.
Yeah, so me and my friend Andy, the guy that runs Thrifted Horror, we were going to start a movie review podcast, and we were like, we want to kind of stick to horror, so what hasn't been taken yet. So we're like, Wicked Weekend, we record on the weekends, blah, blah, blah. And that never happened. So I just stole Wicked and went with my lane, VHS, and
there we go.
It worked.
Yeah, finding a name I feel like is very tough.
It is.
I've learned.
Shut Up James is catchy. I like it.
Yeah.
And I do talk too much, so it literally makes it's perfect. I'm gonna look at the straw this time, so I actually. There we go. Success.
So yeah, we are gonna talk about VHS. We are all big collectors. The assignment was, hey, pull 8 tapes. They could be for whatever reason. Could be cool artwork. Could be a recent thrift find. Could be literally any reason at all. So absolutely. I'm very excited to see what you guys pulled.
I'm very excited too.
All right, who wants to go first?
You guys came up with?
I already forgot. I call not going first.
Oh.
So who's going first? Me?
I think it's got to be John.
It's gonna be John.
Oh, I wasn't ready for this. All right.
You guys.
I'm gonna go with this Japanese clam of Day of the Dead.
Ooh.
Whoa. Bringing out the
big
guns.
This from Ben White Zombie when he was doing his closeout sale.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But yeah, no, this is actually just because I popped this movie in today to watch. So.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, going in for that. That's my pick. I love the artwork that they went with for it.
Yeah, I love that it's just that screenshot visual.
Is it controversial to say that you like Day of the Dead more than Dawn of the Dead? Because I kind of do. Just saying. Honestly,
maybe they're very different vibes.
Yeah,
now,
they're very different.
The remake or the original?
The original.
I think original.
Ooh, I don't know. That's tough.
Day of the Dead, the makeup effects in Day of the Dead are just so slimy and gross.
Because if you don't know the movie, you still at least know, you've seen 1 or 2 scenes from that movie.
Yes.
Even if you haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
That scene on the cover of your tape.
Yeah.
I saw that
for sure. Yeah.
1,000 years ago and was like, what am I watching?
I feel like it's more iconic.
Yep.
Yeah. Have either of you been to the Monroeville Mall where they filmed Dawn of the Dead?
No.
Did you see that Walmart just bought it?
I was going to say Walmart just bought it.
Oh.
So if you want to go, anybody listening, you probably have until the end of the year. I think the leases in the mall are good through 2025. So if you've always wanted to make the pilgrimage, now would be a good time to do it.
What's Walmart going to do with it?
I don't know.
I mean, I would think
it is crazy to think about.
Level it and build a Walmart, but if it's a whole mall space,
Huh.
Yeah.
Walmart Mall.
Walmart Mall.
I'm guessing they're not going to like respect the legacy of the place and like.
I would highly doubt that.
Yeah. I don't think they would. Yeah, no. They're going straight corporate greed on their asses.
Yeah, like how the Myers house was like accidentally saved.
Right.
That whole story, I was like, that's bull. Like the guy didn't even know that it was the Myers house. He just was like, no, this is like a historical house just for the city, and we have to preserve it.
Oh wow!
And so they like physically moved it to where it is now, whatever. And then he found out it was in the movie after, and I was like,
I didn't even know that. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm like a commentary whore.
Yeah, they just moved it like not maybe a couple blocks down the road to where it sits now. Have either of you been to the Myers house in Pasadena?
I have not. No,
I have.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I had never been to California, and my job had a work trip, and it was LA, and some of my colleagues that are on the West Coast were like, "Oh, come early or stay late or whatever. We'll go out and hang out and stuff, whatever." So I'm like, "Absolutely," but I'm just letting you know that I'm fitting a couple things into my agenda. Regardless of what y'all are doing, I'm going to A, B, C, D, E, F. And so like Myers house, like the plane landed and I took an Uber and the Uber dropped me off at the Myers house. I just walked around for a couple hours until my friends could pick me up. Totally fine with that. Absolutely fine.
Just rolling around your luggage.
Yeah, just like back and forth pretending like I'm looking for something and I'm just taking pictures of the house. They don't like people there, apparently.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. When I went a couple of years ago, I went for the Halloween 45-year convention, and yeah, I don't know. I got pictures there. Nobody yelled at me. Told me to get off
we
the
got
lawn.
side eyes, but no one yelled. But then when my friend picked me up, one of them does love horror movies, so was like, I've been here 1,000 times, and was like the guy who owns the place because it's like an office. It's like a little office space,
like a chiropractor
was like,
office.
I think so. Yeah, it was like the guy hates when people come and will like yell at you and tell you to leave, and I was like,
I would just book an adjustment just to be like, hey, I want my back
smart.
adjusted.
Yeah,
and Judith Myers
picture, video. Yeah, right. Can I get the Judith Myers chiropractor experience? Thank you.
Yes.
Where you just stab me in the chest.
Yes.
So yeah, Day of the Dead, good pick, John. Bringing out the big guns right off the jump. Japanese big bucks.
Yeah,
look at you, big baller.
Okay. Like,
calm down.
Some of us don't have all these,
Even the spine is cool.
That is cool.
I always loved right before I stopped, I kind of paused collecting because I was like, oh, money is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Right before I stopped, I was just getting into like the Japan, like the international releases, just period of like some of my favorites. That's where I was going to start going, and now I got to afford groceries and stuff. So we're gonna wait.
Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, James.
It's me now.
Would you like to take the next one?
Well, okay. So he came in with guns ablazing. So to me, this is a guns ablazing moment. This is the German copy of The Relic that was gifted to me by I don't know if you follow Falk. It's like where. Probably should have figured out his tag before I jumped on here. He's fantastic, but he sent me this, and it's in like a shell.
I love that.
That's very cool.
Obsessed, and this is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I'm glad you pulled that because I was going to ask you about that movie. I've only seen it once, like when I was really young.
Yeah,
I need to go back and watch that.
I don't know why. I kind of know why. I'm a sucker for like a crime thriller, and I'm a sucker for a creature feature, and I'm a sucker for practical effects. So it's like a crime detective whodunit mixed with being a creature feature.
Yeah,
with like science. I love like science gone wrong, like a Jurassic Park moment, but mixed with practical effects from Stan Winston. So like for me, it just fits. But also I have to show you the actual tape because the tape is the same color as the shell, which is like a navy blue.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It does not work in my VCR. I was really hoping to hear all of my favorite lines screamed at me in German or Dutch, I think, actually, possibly. But I can't. So I got to just look at it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Isn't that 1997?
97.
97?
Beautiful year.
I have a
Beautiful year.
very young memory of going to the video store, and they had a video store standee of the relic, and they had a door. The doorknob had this little motor on it, so it would like jiggle back and forth.
Cool.
Spared no expense back then.
No.
Yeah,
This
Dude,
shit. Oh, yeah, sorry.
video store standees. Oh, you can cuss. Yeah.
I was like, I've listened to your episodes. I know.
Yeah. But video store standees are such a lost art form. But again, money and also space. Like, do either of you have any standees?
I do not.
No.
I would love to.
Yeah, I'm always looking on eBay, and I see some that are just so cool. And I'm
But they're
like,
so expensive.
Yeah.
They're super expensive now.
Yeah, sometimes they're crazy. My friend Derek, Blockbusted videos. He has had some, but he'll like, not that money's not an object, but if he wants it, he's getting it, kind of thing. And he always knows someone that knows someone that knows someone that has these things. And I'm like, I don't know where you even put them. Like most of the time, like it would not fit. It would not fit in a single room in my house. Any one of them. If I were to get one, though, it would be a motorized one, like you're describing. That wasn't a lot.
Yeah, there's currently a Child's Play 2 new in the box on eBay for like $350 shipped, and I've seen them go for like up to $700 or $800.
I was gonna
something,
say,
and
that
I'm
sounds
like,
it'd be more.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. I was like, should I buy this? But
Yes.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: Child's Play 2 was almost in my stack.
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
how come it didn't make the cut?
I'm obsessed with the movie. I just think it's so like creepy and scary and fun, and I just loved it as a kid. And it took me a long time to get the tape, which is why I was going to include it. But I think the other ones, I like the stories of my other films.
Yeah, that's my favorite of the series, and I was fortunate enough to interview Alex Vincent and Christina Leese at a
that's right.
horror
shit,
convention in September, and I did like an Instagram live, and it looked like shit, and it's probably just buried, and I regret not filming it and putting it on YouTube. But yeah, talk about nerve-wracking. Like, I was like, hey, how's it going?
I appreciate you for doing
on
that
the
stuff.
spot. I would never be able to interview anyone.
I can't. It's like a physical impossibility. It would not happen.
At 10 a.m. on a Sunday, by the way. Alex Vincent was not happy. He was like, this is like the earliest panel I've ever done. I was like, dude, I'm struggling too. Don't worry.
You're like, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Which that sounds hysterical to me because I'm at work by 9 a.m. on a Sunday. So I'm like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot Sunday things. Anything that's like fun that you would do during the day, I categorize it as a Sunday thing.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Brunch is a Sunday thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Shopping at the outlets, that's a Sunday thing.
Hey, it's a Sunday right now. We're missing the Super Bowl for this.
Yeah.
Not that either of us really care, but still.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we should have grabbed, or I should have thought of grabbing like a sports related tape of some kind.
Well, you know what? I kind of have one. It's not football, but I'll get to it.
Done.
Just grab
grabbing the tape.
Just grabbing tapes.
You keep sports tapes under your lanterns? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, you know, I was a backup of every subgenre sitting right behind me, just in case for this exact scenario. So I was been waiting for someone to ask me to pull out a sports tape.
All right, so I guess it's my turn. I literally just got this tape 3-4 hours ago.
Oh wow!
Really?
This was a Facebook Marketplace find.
I was here to go there.
It was kind of a hassle. So I don't know if you guys do a lot of marketplace shopping.
I've heard it's like the place to, it's very hit and miss, but everyone tells me to do it. I just haven't.
You can get lucky sometimes, but this guy had, it was a lot of tapes, probably 30 tapes, mostly just kind of generic stuff. But in there, he had like 5 blockbuster rental movies.
Oh.
And one of these Escape from L.A., but
Oh,
the one that I wanted was Escape from New York, the blockbuster
cool.
version.
That's cool.
Oh.
And
Wait, there's both?
yeah, there's
Oh,
both.
wow.
So this tape, Escape from New York, this was literally the only reason I drove 30 minutes, paid $40 for this, plus a lot of tapes that are just
That's
gonna kind of
crazy
take up
good.
space.
Yeah.
But I opened it, and
Oh, God, please be the right tape.
look at this shit.
Oh.
It was ripped.
Oh, my
And
God.
this is the only tape that was like this. But
Wow.
people
the
do,
only tape you're interested in.
yeah, people
Right.
do
That's like you
still,
knew.
people still collect like the blockbuster cases,
Yeah.
which I like. I mean,
Mhm.
so not
I
a
think it's cool.
total waste.
No, that's still, yeah. I've learned when it comes to like DVDs and things like that, I have like blank cases. So a lot of times I don't need it to be like the original case. So I'll swap for a new one, but I keep all the old ones because I've had a couple people say that they collect them, even like the DVDs from back in the day. And the Blockbuster ones, but it's like the Blockbuster sticker attached to it. Like,
Yeah.
that's a whole like niche thing. So I have just a pile sitting in
it-
the closet.
So
That's
yeah,
cool.
there were 6 blockbuster tapes. So you have Shaft,
Birdcage?
Samuel L. Jackson. Okay.
Yeah.
The Birdcage,
Birdcage.
great fucking movie.
Okay.
And The Best of the Kids in the Hall, which I'm pretty stoked
Oh,
about.
that's cool.
Wow.
It's a great show. And The Ladies' Man, starring Tim Meadows.
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot about that movie.
I see under interests you've written debit?
No, that's the butt. The butt. Yeah.
So I was like, sure, now I own a
my
blockbuster
God.
version of The Ladies' Man.
That's
Good.
cool.
Great.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had known that Escape from New York was going to be busted, I might not have made the trip, but oh well. The case is still...
Do you have like another tape of Escape from New York that you could put in there?
I don't think I have that. No, not anymore.
Mm.
So it's all good.
Yeah.
But his wife, so I met his wife in the grocery store parking lot, and I opened that, saw it, and she was like, oh no, let me call him and see if he'll like, accept a lower price.
Yeah.
And she calls him, and I can hear him. He's like, yeah, that's going to be a no. And he was like, tell him that Escape from LA is better anyways. And I wanted to grab the phone and be like, excuse me, sir, you have no idea what you're talking about. This deal is over.
What?
Yeah, you rotten son of a bitch. I have a particular set of skills.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, she was nice. And I was like, look, it's fine. Here's $40. It's all good. Have a good day. But
Yeah.
I was thinking like, yeah, your husband. You need to get rid of that bozo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Escape from LA is better. What an asshole.
Anyways, all right, John, you were up next, my friend. What you got?
Alrighty. I'm gonna go with this Halloween 2
Oh, with the stereo label.
stereo stripe.
You
Okay.
want to talk about my
I found this at a very cool store in Portland, Maine. It's called Strange Maine. If you ever get a chance, if you're ever in that area, definitely check out Strange Maine.
Cool.
He said Portland.
It's like you walk in, it's like this like little shop, but it's just loaded with VHS vinyls and everything. So like,
Remind me, because I actually have to go to Portland, Maine in June.
for sure, yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. But yeah, Halloween
beautiful.
2 stereo.
That's a big
So-
deal.
If you don't mind me asking, how much did that set you back?
I believe this was, I think it was 60 when I went.
I was gonna guess that. Yeah, that's kind
Oh.
of the most sought after version of H2.
I feel like I
Yeah.
only ever see it for more than that. So that's I mean,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
like with the stripe, I've seen like in the 80s. But still,
I
it's
swear
only-
I've seen people like posting asking like $200.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I'm, well, yeah, it's true because anyone's gonna ask for.
This one actually is my favorite cover of H2.
Oh, I have the DVD of that cover
I love this cover.
when they re-released whatever year that was. They did that. I do love, and I love that the spine looks totally different. Like it does
Yeah.
stand out compared to the others. Because every other one is black.
Yeah, I think that's the one I was just looking for. I can't find it right now, but
Yeah.
I think that's the version I have.
Oh, let's make Phil that. Here's my. I mean, it's a tape show, but I have there's the DVD.
Ooh. Okay.
No, that's two. It's two of us that have this beautiful cover.
And there's also another version with like the Ben Tramer car explosion.
Yeah,
it's talking
yeah,
about.
that's like a widescreen or something.
Yeah, there's one where they misspelled Jamie and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder how many of those got out, like before they caught it.
Too many.
I feel like that would be.
It's pretty popular.
Maybe valuable. I was going to say, like, people would actually probably really want that.
Wow.
Good
now
pick.
I gotta look it up.
Always appreciate some Halloween.
Oh, and I have this one right here. Just the normal one.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
See, that's beautiful. I do love the poster for that movie.
So I actually have
opinions.
I have a booth in an antique mall, and this was in it. I put it in there because I got that stereo stripe, but I didn't realize that there was mold on it, so I had to take it out of the other day.
Damn.
But now I got to clean it and bring it back. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, James.
All right. Let's see. What are we doing here? Okay, so I don't know when this episode will go out, but as of right now, it is almost Valentine's Day. So that's what I'm like. Did I just have a stroke? I thought the light changed in my room. That shit goes off all the time. So I chose My Bloody Valentine.
This will be out before Valentine's Day, by the way.
Oh, okay, sweet, good. So happy Valentine's or Galentine's or
Day.
happy anti-val. I'll get you. It's fine.
Galentine's.
Galentine's. I love this tape though. I love this movie.
Great cover.
Yeah.
But I love this tape.
I love it.
And this is one of the I love that like let's just give us a kill on the back. Like surprise,
So cool.
She dies. Spoiler. Nice. 2 of them, 2 deaths are on the back.
Wow.
I love a white spine, period. But this was one of the first, if not the first movie that I watched like on my channel, but then was like, I need to like own that on tape. I had never seen it before until a couple of years ago, and was like, I don't even like, I need it on Blu-ray and 4K, and I want every copy I can find, and I have like maybe 7 copies of this movie, but I was like, I want like to hold that tape right now. Yes. I loved it so much. Yeah. And then someone actually gifted this to me. Like someone saw how much I was obsessed and sent it to me. So,
that is so cool. Wow.
And no mold. She's beautiful.
Wow.
Nice.
And since both of you took your turns and added 7 tapes, I'm adding.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm adding Ready to Rumble for my sports.
Okay.
Movie.
Whoa.
Because it's Super Bowl
All
Sunday.
right. Okay.
So, because obviously, you know, football.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm obsessed with this movie, and I think it's underrated, and that's that on that.
That's that on that.
Good picks. Yeah, I was gonna say that My Bloody Valentine, it sits nicely with the Paramount Friday the 13th, like with the white spine and yeah, good pick, man.
How much does that go for these days? I feel like it's up there.
It was. I want to say it was going for like 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Back when I was looking. eBay. Yeah, check eBay because I really wanted it and was gonna get it, and then they were like, "Just I have one, it's yours." So I was like, "Yay!" But I will find out. Like, if there's a movie I want that's a Grail, I'll check eBay, but then I will wait and keep looking and have eBay on the back burner because I've gotten really lucky with trades and gifts and Goodwill and thrifting and stuff like that. So,
so what's the most you guys have ever paid for a tape? I don't think I've paid over 50. I
know I paid 65. Oh, he'll watch this. It's fine. He doesn't need to know, but he'll see this. So Derek, Blockbuster Videos. I found him a copy of it was the Japanese like clamshell release of Carrie, and I was like, this is just like beautiful. It was similar to like what you show at Day of the Dead, where it's like a screenshot that they kind of just like put on the front, and they added some graphics, and it was beautiful. And that was $65. That was a gift for him, so I don't think I have paid more than like you're saying for like $50 for?
I think I've spent up to like close to 200 on one. I believe it was like Frankenhooker, and then you got like Topping Mall and like tapes like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking box Frankenhooker?
No, not the talking box, unfortunately. It was actually a screener, but it's gone now. I sold it.
I still haven't seen that movie.
It's pretty decent. It's actually on Peacock if you stream it.
I bought the Blu-ray.
Oh.
There was like I think a Shout Factory sale or something like that, and I was like, oh, like I'm just gonna buy it. Like it's one of the ones like I know it's on my list. I'm gonna watch it. It was like $15 for the Blu-ray.
Well,
I still have not seen it.
It's definitely worth a watch. It's very entertaining.
Want a date? You going out?
No thanks. I'm on my way home, but thanks anyway.
I hear it's a blast. Jarek and I have the same like sense, mostly like if he likes it, I'll like it kind of thing for the most part. And he was like, you're going to actually have a really good time with that one. So
you should do a reaction to that. That'd be fun.
I think I might. In like 7 years when I have the time.
Oh, and My Bloody Valentine is going anywhere from $50 to $90.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Damn. I was going to say, because where did I get... I think it was like the Blu-ray or something of My Bloody Valentine was... Oh, the Steelbook. I wanted the Steelbook really bad.
Ooh.
And someone was selling a lot on eBay for $15.
Whoa.
And in the lot was the Steelbook. And I was like, what are you doing? And it was a bunch of bops. It was like one of the Halloweens on DVD. It was like some Evil Deads. Like it was just a whole like...
That's cool.
Did you get it for 15?
I got it for $15.
Dude. See, that's where consistency on eBay pays off. Sometimes you can get lucky. Like you can kind of tell when they don't really know what they have.
Yeah.
And they'll have
one of my later tapes is like a beautiful story of someone not understanding the worth of a movie. Thank God.
Yeah.
And God bless those people. Thank you.
God bless them.
Just
thank you.
Where would we be without them? Yes.
Exactly.
All right, and God bless this next person that donated my next pick.
Ooh,
I found this yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I've been in a serious dry spell as far as thrifting goes, so you got to take what you can get. This tape has a lot of nostalgia for me. This is Woodstock '99. So
wow,
I mean, classic, great condition. But yeah, I love music tapes.
Ended it.
And speaking of music tapes, so let me get your opinion on this. So there was also a 98 Degrees tape. I could have picked it up for free. Will you pick up boy band stuff? Because I do have some BSB. I got some NSYNC and Britney over there. Like I don't know. I just can't resist it. I'm like, yeah, I'll throw this in the collection. Why not?
Honestly, if it was for free, sure, yeah, like NSYNC or like something like that.
Sure.
New Kids on the Block.
I would if I had more room. But my brain goes to someone's gonna want this. Like my brain always goes to like I want to get it because like I know someone who's gonna just want this tape.
Sure.
Yes.
So that's where I would probably like if I see something that just seems like this is cool to someone. I'll pick it up anyway. Or if it's a good condition tape, like it just looks like I'm like I don't know what this movie is, but the slip is just in perfect condition. It's mine. It's mine.
Yeah. There was also a Mariah Carey tape that I passed up. I was like, man, I should have
Mariah tape in my. It was like a concert performance or something. I was like, what the hell is this doing here? Mixed in with my stuff.
Oh, Mariah.
Oh, Mariah.
So yeah, Woodstock '99. That's my pick.
Love it.
All right, John. Wicked VHS.
All right. For my next one, I am going with a very cool one, Terrifier 3.
Oh, I was gonna ask.
A Walmart exclusive.
Did either of you find this? There you go.
So I personally did not find it. Return of the Living Tapehead. Return of Living is abbreviated. On Instagram, he found 2, bought them, and then was just like, anyone want this for face value so you don't have to get screwed? And I was like, I'll take one face value. Sure.
Oh yeah, because they're selling for over $100.
So yeah, he hooked it up. A couple days later, boom, I got it.
That's
amazing.
awesome. Yeah, I went to a couple of Walmarts. They didn't even have like the bloody disgusting displays. So I don't know.
I feel like it's got to be like a super Walmart, like the one that we have in our town's a regular. So I'll get some steelbooks occasionally, but the little like bloody disgust, it's just like 3 products on like a back shelf next to the movies. Like that's. But if I drive 30 minutes away to the super Walmart, I'm sure it's like aisle after aisle after aisle.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the super Walmarts definitely have them. I definitely feel like New England is stocked last on those though. Like they spend all the stock on like the West. You know what I mean? Because they get
we are. I mean, we are worth forgetting about. To be honest.
Yes.
I get it, America.
Now, do both of you have Terrifier 2 on VHS?
I do.
I do have that one.
Yeah, that I almost put in here just for the like conversation of like a new movie getting a VHS release. Like that's insane, and how hard it was to find. But that one, we went to a super Walmart. Was that one in Utah? No, Philly before VHS Fest. We stopped off at like Walmart because it was the last store for like an hour because it's middle of nowhere. Yeah. And we were like, let's go check out the movie section, obviously. And they had like 5 aisles, but like each aisle in itself was the length of like 2. Like it was insane how many movies they had. And people had already started selling these for like $100-something.
Oh yeah.
And there it was sitting on the shelf for $25.
There it is.
That's awesome.
It is. I have not watched it yet. I've watched the movie, but I haven't put the tape in yet. Love Terrifier 2.
Well, I actually had Terrifier 2 on VHS. It was like an Alyssa anonymous one. Well, I kept the one from Walmart sealed because I can watch the other one.
Yeah.
But this Terrifier 3, I've watched it. And
you watched that one?
Yeah.
Is it so it's, at what point do you take the tape out?
I believe
because I'm guessing like it's like half and half, right?
So I gotta be honest. I only watched one of the tapes. I didn't finish it, but I believe it tells you when to switch over.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like Titanic. You remember when
That's the thing is like I'm so like not traumatized, but my perception of Titanic is like I'll never know what it's like to have those scenes just continue because then I got like one of the Blu-ray sets or something back in the day, and it still made you put a second disc in. And I was like, that's not the point of discs. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like literally, I just
disc.
Yeah, like right. Like he said, I'm clear as day. This sons of bitches. He's the big dramatic. Like you may get your headline, Mr. Ismay. Like the back of my head or my hand, and then it's supposed to cut to I don't know. I think she just slept with Leonardo DiCaprio and her husband slaps her in the face.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the dramatic beat would feel like because I always have to stop and you rewind your tape and then you take it out or whatever. It's shit show.
Yeah. It takes away from it.
Preach it, brother.
Preach it.
Yeah. I just watched that movie for the first time like maybe 6 months ago.
Titanic?
I just never saw it. Yeah.
What'd you think of Titanic?
Really?
It was pretty good. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
You can say it's bad if you don't like it.
No, I did enjoy it. I kind of wish I had experienced it when it came out. But
it probably the spectacle is probably a little lost compared to the stuff.
Yeah.
Billy Zane plays such a good douche in everything.
Oh, yeah, he's a total douche. He's the best douche in that movie. In any movie that he plays a villain of some kind, fantastic. But
love it.
Yeah. All right, James.
I
believe it's James's pick.
James is missing. Okay,
James.
Someone said there's like a stand-up comedian that does that goes James's, and I was like, okay, cool. Well, but now it's stuck in my head. I've never seen the comedian do it. But, okay. Well, this means a lot to me, but not to most other people. But when I started collecting tapes again, because tragic story. Moved out of my mom's house when I was like 17, 18, whatever. I'm in my mid-20s, and she says, I have this cabinet full of movies.
Mhm.
Do you need them? Like early 20s, I think I was at 21 probably. And I said, no, I have them all on DVD now. I don't need those tapes. And so she threw them away, as one does when asked, should I throw these away? Not only did it have my childhood videos inside, so those are all completely lost, but it had, like, now I'm realizing how valuable a lot of those movies were, obviously, but it had all of, you know, my Halloweens and original releases of, you know, like my 90s movies and Screams and The Faculty and whatever. But it also had this, which was long since gone and one of my favorite movies. And I'm sorry, I just gave such a big dramatic build up, but it is Poltergeist 3.
Hey,
which gets a lot of hate. And I want to say I get it, but also shut the fuck up, because it's fantastic. And like I said, I'm a sucker for a practical
I get
effect.
it, but shut the fuck up.
But like literally, you don't actually need to speak, you know. But I just love like the font with these movies.
Sure.
I love just the they went so hard with the practical effects. Like every mirror optical is in screen. The only digital is like the lightning at the end of the movie. And so I just love it. And I honestly, I don't know why, but I thought this poster, because there's another poster of her looking up at the John Hancock building, and I think that's just whatever. But I thought this was such a clever take on her with the TV. And I just always just stuck out like poster wise, like visually.
Man, it has been a long time since I watched Poltergeist 3.
Yeah, same.
I'll have to revisit that.
I mean, it's a bummer that the ending is exceptionally lackluster. And Nancy Allen, love her to pieces.
Keep going.
Okay, that's fine. Nancy Allen can't carry a movie, in my opinion, you know, to save her life. So when all of a sudden she's like the main character, I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, great. Here we go. Wow.
He's back. Stop talking about it.
What you got?
No, I was going to say I almost pulled the Poltergeist 2 big box.
Big box.
I have one in the big box.
With the fold out. I love that.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wait, were you just showing that to me? Someone was just showing me the part 2 big box.
No, wasn't me.
Like days ago.
No.
Okay, well, I guess I need that now.
Hey, it's
that's a sign. That's a sign.
Yeah, that's a sign.
Yeah.
You need to get on that.
Message received.
Maybe I'll throw this in tonight. And sad story, the house from this movie just burned down in the California wildfires.
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fucking sucks.
I remember selfishly wondering, that whole thing was terrible, but that's like, besides how awful it is, that's a lot of people's memories just in general. Like you've seen all these places hundreds of times if you've watched most movies that just have come out in general. So it affects like everyone in an indirect way. But
the director of Hard Eyes, his house burned down.
I heard about that. They had to delay one of the releases or something, or the premiere or something like that. Like that's
awful.
That's terrible.
Did you guys see Hard Eyes?
I did. Yes. Me and James originally kicked around the idea of doing a review of that. And I was like, you know what? Let's just talk VHS. But yes, I saw it. It was pretty good. It didn't, it's not a earth-shattering, amazing watch for me, but I'm glad that people are having fun with it and loving it. It was just kind of middle of the road for me.
Yeah. That's pretty much like what I've gathered from like people's stories and stuff on Instagram so far. Like
James, you liked it though, right?
I was gonna say, I'll say I loved it, but I kind of went in just wanting the like kind of nonsensical.
Yeah.
I'm not big into like horror comedies, and I really don't like rom-coms in general. So I was just kind of shocked that this played out as much of a rom-com as it did.
Yeah.
But just also does have, like, it has all of the beats of a Hallmark rom-com.
Okay.
So that should annoy me from go. And for whatever reason, it just didn't. And I loved seeing like Devon Sawa and Jordana Brewster, back in the mix. And so I ended up just having like a lot of fun. And there's a lot of things that you expect to happen based on certain tropes that don't happen. So I was like, okay, you caught me there. So, and I feel like we don't have enough Valentine's Day themed horror movies.
We don't.
So I think for that, maybe I just had rose-colored glasses.
I believe it's my pick. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is from Tape Rot Video, I believe. This is Talk to Me.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
In the style of Fright Night.
I
love that. Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie even.
James.
I
never
see
seen
the thing. No, I
haven't seen it.
It looked so good, and I heard it was good. And then like I started asking people that I just talked to, like not looking at reviews, but like talking to people about it, and everyone was like, "Don't bother." And I was like, "Really?
With Talk to Me?
With Talk to Me?"
Oh, dude.
I was like, the hand and the something and the whatever. But
I loved
people
it.
also said about Smile. A lot of people I talked to were like, "Don't see Smile," and I actually enjoyed Smile a lot. So
I loved Smile.
now I'm like,
That was
okay,
great.
maybe I'm gonna check it out. It's still on my. I have like a list of like 80 movies that I.
Yes, you do.
Yes, it is exceptionally long, but it's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing these days is like, I don't care for movies getting shit on or if people are praising it. I'm like, I got to see it for myself, for my
Yeah.
own opinion.
Yeah.
I try not to read too much into what people are saying. But,
Yeah. But movies aren't made to be for every person.
And
Sure.
also, like, vice versa. Like, I don't want you to take my opinion and be like, I'm not even going to bother watching it.
Right.
Go watch it for yourself. Tell
Right.
me how you feel.
Right.
But yeah, Talk to Me.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Yeah.
Great movie. Second time watch, I was like, I can see kind of why people don't really like it, but at the same time, it's still good. It's original. I like it.
Yeah.
Someday.
So yeah, that is my pick. All right, John.
Great pick. So this one I picked just because I love the cover art. Everyone knows it.
It's a good enough reason for me. Hey.
Whoa.
But
Okay.
yeah, this is
I haven't seen that
the
in a
black
while.
double tape release.
Jeez.
That version is harder to find, right?
Yeah,
I don't think I've even seen that.
Mm-hmm.
you can find it on eBay still, I think. But yeah, I've never seen this being sold on Instagram or anywhere, but you can still find them on eBay. But yeah, I love the cover art. It's better than just Pennywise on the cover. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have the white tape.
yeah,
Yep. Just Tim Curry chilling.
Big day for double VHS on this episode.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna change my whole pile now. Okay.
We could build a house out of all our double
The double tapes.
VHS.
Brick them up.
I've played a game of Titanic Jenga before. It was just like a tower of Titanic VHS tapes.
That seems
I love that.
insensitive to have made that game.
Oh, it wasn't me. This was at like this tape swap
No, people who
event
just made it.
a few years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fun. I highly recommend it.
Oh my god! Like it's shaped like the Titanic.
Well, no, it's shaped like a Jenga, like just stacks of Titanic VHS tapes. And you gotta pull them out
I'm so
and-
dumb. I thought someone made a game, but like it was. Okay, completely ignore that.
Somebody should make a
That would be
replica
cool, though.
of the Titanic out of Titanic VHS. Full scale replica.
That should happen.
Get on
all they'd
that.
have all they'd have to.
Titanic fan on Instagram. Titanic fan.
Oh yes,
He has like the
that's
world.
all he
record.
has, right?
Yeah.
Because like
Yep.
Ben it was just ET. I remember this. I haven't talked to him. I don't think it was just Titanic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
shelves and shelves and shelves.
Oh yeah. He's got.
Is
like,
it over 100 copies?
I think it's over like 1,000 now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But if you ever want a copy of Titanic, just go to any Goodwill and
I was gonna say, yeah.
Savers
and you will get 10 copies of that double. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, I tried to sell mine because I just like when I first started collecting, I was like, well, there's ones I'm never gonna whatever, and I'll see if somebody wants them. It wouldn't even sell for like $1.
Nope.
And I was like, I put it in a lot. It didn't matter. Nobody wants it. Then I started
can't
thrifting and was like,
Give them away.
yeah, this is why nobody freaking wants it. So I kept it. I have 2. So
I saw a bootleg version of Titanic at the thrift store the other day, and I almost bought it just because
Oh
who
my
God.
bootlegs a copy of Titanic on VHS?
Right.
That's
It's,
cool.
That's
it's so
hysterical.
common. So-
Oh my
It's
god.
totally worth all the time.
Like
and
they
effort
filmed
to
it with
make
a camcorder probably in the theater, like that kind of bootleg.
I don't know. I didn't buy it. I kind of wish I did. I
That'd
do
be
have a few of like those types of bootlegs on VHS where it's a person in a theater.
Imagine hearing like original audience reactions of Titanic, like on a camcorder, like as the
That would
audience
be
screams
cool.
and cries.
My copy of Bride of Chucky was like that when I was a kid because my mom took a trip to New York and she came back and gave it to me for Christmas.
That's
Oh,
great.
that's cool.
And so
Is bootleg.
anytime I watch that movie, it feels weird not seeing it like shot on VHS in a
Probably
theater.
hearing little
Yeah.
background that aren't actually
You
there.
just hear some
Yeah.
guy breathing in it.
Like
Yeah.
when Chucky's having sex, the audience is going crazy. It's
Oh,
actually
God.
pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. My pick? Okay.
I think
All
so.
right. I'm going to get my sports pick out of the way. This is still one of my favorite movies. I'm talking about 1993 Airborne. The
Ooh,
rollerblading movie.
Airborne.
Did you guys ever see
I've never
this?
seen that.
Oh
No.
my God. Like
I know Brink though.
it's
That
the
movie's wild.
epitome of 90s rollerblading. Like
The poster is giving like 90s every.
yeah, Seth Green is in it. A young Jack Black is in this.
That's
Just
cool.
telling someone if it was the 90s, it was Seth Green.
Yeah.
And any voice you hear on TV now is also Seth Green.
Yes.
But also kind of a rare tape. I've seen this go for like $40-$50 before.
Really?
Wow.
Kind of crazy. Yeah.
Damn.
I like that.
Yeah, I love this movie. Very nostalgic for me.
I gotta check that out.
The
Yeah.
nostalgia of it all.
Yep. So
So
back to John already.
back to me already. Wow, look at us go. We're rolling through.
We're flying through.
So I picked this next one only because I don't see it get enough attention, and I don't know why. You have two huge legends in there, Tom Atkins and Bruce Campbell.
Oh,
Okay.
still have
Maniac
not
Cop,
seen
you
that.
guys seen it?
I have been a very long time. I've seen Maniac Cop 2. And a lot
Throw
of
this
people
one on. It's definitely worth it. The first one.
a lot of people prefer the sequel to the
Really?
original, right? Yeah, I've heard some people say
The
that.
sequel's great, and then they got Maniac Cop 3. I don't know if there's a fourth or fifth, but yeah, the first two are great.
That's a
This
you know
one-
what? That's a
I've heard of it, I
franchise
haven't seen
that I could see like a reboot of that franchise and I'd be
I
like,
could see a reboot too.
okay. Yeah.
I dig that. I'm fine with a reboot or remake of like a not classic, like a niche horror film that like we love, but like general audiences don't know about. Like those, I'm fine with.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice. Good pick, man.
Thank you.
It's me. All right, so this is timely, y'all. There's this movie coming out called The Monkey.
I'm
It's already
seeing
out by
it
the time-
tomorrow night. Early
Okay.
screening. I'm so
Ooh.
excited, dude.
I am very
cool.
excited,
yeah.
but I'm excited. I mean, it looks great. Like, looks like it's gonna be fun. But I'm excited mostly because it's a long time ago. I was a child, and there was this
Attacked
movie
by a
that
monkey?
attacked by a monkey. That's the
By a
punchline.
monkey?
Damn it! No, so I had this tape that was like a bootleg or like there's no cover, no case. It came in like the side slip cover of like a generic whatever that just had VHS on the front, and it was a movie called The Devil's Gift. So that is this. So it's this movie called The Devil's Gift. No one has ever heard of it. No one I was trying to find out because for a while I didn't know what the movie was even called. So, and this is pre-internet, like 5-year-old me trying to find out where this tape had come from because it disappeared. So it's actually based on the same exact short story from Stephen King. This came out in the 80s. So it's about a toy monkey that, you know, it's almost like a Final Destination precursor. Like when the monkey decides you're going to die, you die. So it's kind of like, how are these people going to die? Now, this is filmed on like a camcorder, and it is terrible. It's on YouTube for free.
I'm
like you
sold.
can watch this movie. Yeah, I'm
literally adding it to my watch list.
Yes, The
As
Devil's
we speak. Go
Gift.
ahead.
So when I heard about the monkey, I lost my mind because it's basically a modern, crazy, gory, fun, probably version of this, which I, for the longest time, was like, why is this not a movie? Because I guess there's also, I've never seen it, but like Monkey Shines or something, which was allegedly, supposedly based on the same kind of thing, but it's like, there's no toy monkey. It's a real monkey. I don't know. I never saw that, but
I've never seen Monkey Shines.
I've heard people were like,
heard of it.
I think the poster is a toy monkey, but there is no toy monkey in the movie.
I love the cover of this, by the way.
Is that the kid opening the thing, right?
Yeah, I love that it says surprise.
It's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not even the kid. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not even him.
Even better. Yeah, I love the Vestron logo.
Cool that it's like an early Vestron there too. With the flying V.
I love it. And I put it in when I got it. And I got like maybe 45 minutes in and it started to get gnarly. So I was like, oh crap. Like, I don't think, but you can only get it on DVD from Germany. The German copy. So Germany released a DVD that has the English version as a feature. So that's the only way to get this, to like watch it besides being free on YouTube. Oh, but this is the one where I was saying this wasn't a lot for was this like 20 something maybe? This was like $30, and it was this and like maybe 6 or 7 other movies, like DVDs and whatever mixed in. If you look this up, it goes for well over $100.
That's cool.
Damn.
And so I was like, I really want this movie, but I'm never going to get it. And was just doing the eBay thing and was like, let me just see. I wasn't even looking for this. And I was confused as fuck.
That's the best when that happens.
And it's good. Like, besides the tape not fully working, which is a bummer, but like the slip is in good condition. There you go.
Dude, great pick, man. I've never heard of that. I will definitely watch that. Okay, this is kind of a forgotten release of Halloween. I'm actually going to do a video just on this release, but this is the 1998. Oh, yeah. Have you seen this, Sean?
Yeah.
Or James?
I have not, no.
Okay, so it's
I love a colored tape.
Double orange tapes. And yeah, it's limited to like 40,000 units. Has like special features and stuff.
Cool.
That's crazy.
And I found this on eBay, and it's even got like the original, like
buy a sweater.
Yeah.
Like, I have that in my Evil Dead.
I love stuff like that. Yeah, it's got like a little booklet that came with it. Like this. Yeah, buy a poster for $1.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I just feel like I don't see this VHS edition get talked about a whole lot. I think the artwork or lack of artwork, it kind of doesn't help. It's just sort of
Like, I like how kind of simple it is, but they could have put something, I guess.
Yeah, put a little pizzazz on it.
Yeah.
But 1998 Photoshop probably
right
wasn't hitting on a whole lot.
You're actually like the second person I've only seen with that too. I haven't seen anyone post about that ever.
Yeah, it's I just don't see it a whole lot, and always wanted it. So I actually did. This was an eBay purchase. I think I paid $30 for it.
That still doesn't even sound like
that's fair.
Like that much compared to what people could price gouge for.
Yeah. So, as a big Halloween fan, I had to get it.
I'm gonna go with this one next. Super pumped on it. Got this as a birthday present. Donnie Darko.
Oh, is this
and
the
it's blue tape?
I was about to say, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Yeah, super pumped on it. It has a little mold on it, so I just gotta clean it. But yeah, free. It's for me, right?
Nice.
That's cute.
So cool.
I still love that movie. It's great.
Same.
I love the little $5.99 on it. If only.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I'm definitely pumped on it.
That's beautiful.
Boom.
Back-to-back colored tapes.
In a
Love
minute.
it.
I feel like it's like a white tape that I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
So I picked Jason X.
I love that introduction. You're like, guys, I had to do it. It's Jason
these
X.
big, long, dramatic intros into tapes for why it's Jason X.
These softcore porn
exactly.
Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Right. I had to follow up your blue tape with a blue. I mean, the tape is not blue, but the poster. I just think this poster is so fucking cool.
I love that.
God, it screams 2002.
It screams 2002, and then the back. I just always thought this was cool. This she's screaming, whatever. This. I remember hating this movie when it came out. This and there's a couple others like Texas Chainsaw 4, Seed of Chucky, just whatever. Like movies that like when they came out, I just loathed, and then 10 years later was like, I guess I'll try it again, and was like, this is one of the greatest movies ever. And this is just so bad. It's just so bad. It's good. I just love how terrible this movie is.
I've always liked it. I love it.
Like my brain couldn't comprehend, like, it doesn't need to be scary. Like you can just watch a scary movie that is fun. Like back in the day, for some reason, my brain did not understand that. So now rewatching a lot of these movies, I'm like, that's right there.
Yeah, I just can't get over the look of that movie. Like I said, it's got like this Cinemax softcore porn.
Oh yeah, it's the cheapest. It's so cheap. Which I think for me adds to the ridiculous charm of it all. Like no one is actually mildly scared. The soundtrack is from Harry Manfredini, isn't it? So like but it sounds like he's doing it for an original movie. So you've got space, tech, explosions, and
so
it's
cool.
Like, yeah, and it's how does the music go? I don't know. It's like I'm like it's terrible. I'm sorry, he's a legend, but like it's so bad for that movie. Nothing works, and that's why I love it.
But it's like and it's funny that movie has such an iconic kill in it. Like you can't get rid of that movie because of that face freeze kill.
Face freeze. The thing is, I think
that's iconic. You can't unthink that movie now. Just that one kill.
If you're gonna watch a movie for just having like just kills for no reason, it is Jason X. Because even like if someone says Saw's is trying to be too much. I love Saw, but like the sequels, let's say, like the middle sequels, they're trying to do a million things, and then there's these graphic kills. That's not fun for me. This is just dumb fun. Like he's
awesome. Yeah, it's badass.
Badass.
Where do you guys sit on Jason Goes to Hell? It does have some good kills. I mean,
my brain is confused by Jason Goes to Hell because I don't know.
I'd have to say it's my least favorite.
I'll say it's one of my least favorite. I think when I say my brain's confused, I'm confused because I think it has one of the greatest openings of all time.
I love the look of Jason in that opening.
And Jason,
it was cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like I love that the opening is just every cliche, like just throw them all in. Like every jump scare, cliche, this, that, in the shower, blah, blah, blah. And it ends with this big spectacular. He gets blown up. Jason looks amazing. And then the movie obviously loses me for a good hour and 10 minutes after.
Yeah.
Until we get Jason back. But also the practical effects are crazy. Like the gore in that movie is actually really wild. So even though it makes no sense and is just batshit crazy for no reason, and homoerotic shaving, not even for nothing.
That is an odd choice.
You can't say the movie is not entertaining.
For
better or worse,
I actually take that back. That can't be my least favorite because the first one's always going to be my least favorite. The first one, I'm not a fan.
Controversy.
I can't say it's my least favorite, but it's certainly not one of my favorites. It's classic.
It's not in the top.
The first or Hell?
The first one. It's okay. You know?
I thought
a lot of them don't hold up, obviously.
Yeah.
And for replay value, I would say I watched the more ridiculous ones more.
Yeah.
The more ridiculous ones and 4, because Final Chapter is
Final Chapter. Yeah,
is my actual favorite of the franchise.
Like whenever someone says Friday the 13th, I'm directly towards New Blood or Jason Lives or Jason Takes Manhattan.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
I almost wore my Jason Takes Manhattan.
It's
hoodie.
the ridiculous ones, like you said, or like Jason. Like those are the ones that stick out to me.
Yeah, because I never found the Friday the 13th movies actually scary, even when I was a kid.
No.
They were cool and they were fun, but they weren't, scary. Yeah. So I rewatched them for different reasons.
For sure.
Man, we could do like a whole episode on just the whole series.
I would love that.
Fun. We should do that.
That would be so cool.
Do you guys have the entire series on VHS?
I do not.
I do not. I used to. I think I'm missing the second one right now.
I think I am too. I was just looking, and literally the second one's the only one I don't have.
Mm-hmm. I got the second one. So, but I'm missing most of them though. I have 1, 2, 4, New Blood, and Manhattan. Oh, and Jason X, obviously. So there's like a couple just like mix match in there. And I have actually a couple of the Friday the 13th fan films on tape.
Those are
Rosebud.
Solid.
Yeah,
I still Never Hike Alone.
See, I haven't seen Never Hike Alone, and I want to watch those. I've heard those.
I gotta check that one out too.
The ones I have are more kind of like they almost are like in between pools, and they're fun. Like basically like fans getting a small budget and being like, let's go do something. But I got Roseblood, the one that's like a sequel to the New Blood.
New Blood, yeah.
Yeah. I got that one, and then the director, Peter Anthony, works with the same company that does a couple of the other ones and sent me the other ones, and I was like, yeah. So I still haven't seen all of them, but I'll catch up. But the Never Hike Alone ones, those are like a separate thing entirely. I heard that they're great.
That's cool.
Are there 3 or 2?
I think so. There's like the one in the snow.
Yeah, it's like Never Hike Alone in the Snow, and then Never Hike Alone 2 came after, and I was like, but don't. I think. Yeah.
I don't know.
I was like, huh. So I think, it might be 3.
My pick. Friday. Let's see. God, one of these picks is just so dumb. I can't. I'm like.
I just did Jason X. So.
Okay. Well, in the spirit of Jason X. So I did find this yesterday, and for some reason, one of the quotes on the back just cracked me up because it's very sassy. So I found
sassy
7 on VHS, but it says superior to Silence of the Lambs, and I was like, "Ooh, 7, get a little sassy."
I forgot that the '90s used shade.
Much shade, yeah,
all the time. Like Hannibal meets blah blah. Like they always did that kind of stuff. Or
makes Chucky look like a pussy.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Move over, Tiffany. Like,
if you thought Alien was good, you're a fucking asshole.
Those were always hilarious because those were always on the straight to video movies.
Yeah,
straight to videos were always like,
throwing so much shade.
Sigourney Weaver could never. Yeah. Bullshit. So good.
So yeah, that's what a dumb reason for a pick, but
that's
I had to go with it. And 7 is just a great movie.
A good movie.
This thrift store I went to, they were like, so I walked up to the counter with Woodstock 99 and this, and they were like, yeah, VHS tapes are free. I was like, oh, okay. Why, thank you, sir.
Well, in that case, I will be going back and grabbing a bunch of random ones.
I will take everything.
Yeah, I'll be taking all your tapes then.
I will take my sassy 7 and get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
I almost grabbed, I'll say because I didn't grab it, Kiss the Girls, because on tape.
Good movie.
Because Kiss the Girls and 7 are kind of like, they're not similar at all. Like, they're very different vibes, but I would, oh my God, I love those movies. Again,
I mean, they do pair nicely. I feel like we don't get a lot of those, like, sort of late 90s crime thrillers anymore.
Everyone, like, when I think 80s, I think fun slasher or fun gory, just like fun horror. And when I think 90s, I think dead serious crime thriller.
Along Came
Like,
a Spider.
Along
something
Came a
like that.
Spider. Oh my gosh. Silence of the Lambs. You just said Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Like it.
Which is a
Bone
pussy, by the
Collector.
way.
This
Silence of the Lambs. Get a load of this guy.
Get a
Oh,
load of
this guy. What a
More
fucking
like
loser.
Hannibal
doesn't
loser.
even come close. Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch the spoof on Silence of the Lambs? Silence of the Hams?
No, I know there was a
just thought it
music.
actually.
You have it. There was
Yeah,
a musical like in New York called Silent. Oh, what's it called?
What the fuck?
Stop it! Silence. of the
That's like
Lambs.
I'm gonna
remember
watch it, but yeah.
Wait,
I
is that
just
what's his face? Is that what's his name? That looks like the guy from Blazing Saddles. The I can't say what he says.
I've never heard
Don
of it.
DeLuise?
Never seen it. I just got
I
it
just make that up.
blind buy.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Bogus Witch Project. You know,
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that? Yeah.
Sounds great.
Whose pick is it? John?
It's me, I think.
Or
Wait, no,
James?
John just went, right?
Wait,
I forgot that fast.
I picked 7, and then that
Oh,
led to
yes,
John
no,
being
John
bullied.
just showed us that. That was a
Yeah.
mistake. Yes.
Okay, so my next one is actually a funny story. It's not so funny, for me at least. Chopping Mall.
Okay.
So, the last one I owned, I sold. Well, actually, I didn't sell it. I traded it because it didn't have a label. I was like, what would you like to trade this for? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it was a nice trade. I think I got, like, the midnight movie release of Killer Clowns. I, like, threw in some others. But this one, I'm like, all right, I'm never going to buy one without a label on it. I get it from eBay. There's no
Dude.
fucking label.
Apparently, the label
Wow.
on Chopping Mall, the one on the front, comes off on all of those. Because I used to have
insane.
one with the label missing.
I was so mad. But it is the movie. It is.
And
the movie.
I've heard that from several different people. They're like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, my label came off too."
The only times I forget to like check a tape or not ask for like a picture of the tape are the times that something like that happens.
Yeah. So I sold a copy of Chopping Mall at a horror convention. So like whenever I set up a booth somewhere, I bring a lot of tapes to sell
Yeah.
just because horror conventions aren't cheap to rent a booth.
No.
So I
Right.
got to make money back somehow.
Right.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll sell some of my tapes. Long story short, I sold Chopping Mall for like $40 to this guy. I'm a bad businessman. Like if you're cool and you come up and we talk
Yeah.
movies for like 10 minutes, I'm like, I can't. I'm like, just $40. You're
So
a
I need to
nice
buy tapes
guy.
from you, is what you're saying.
Sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Come on down to
Cool.
Yeah.
Fear Fest in May in Raleigh and
There we go.
raid my booth.
Oh god, I love talking at like a convention or anything and talking to someone about the movies and then like going to a bin and then they're like, oh, this will be half off, or like, that one's just 50 cents. Like I have like a beautiful mint copy of. It's funny I just said Blazing Saddles, but it is Blazing Saddles, and I was like, it was in a 50-cent. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was in like a $5 whatever, but I was looking in the 50-cent bin and I was like, oh, how much is this one? Not seeing the sign, and she's like, oh, just like, you're getting that one, right? And I was getting something else. I say, yeah, actually, it's free.
Wow.
I was like, no, it's not from the 50-cent and it's not from like this area. Like it's, I just don't see it. She's like, no, it's fine.
wow.
Like perfect, beautiful copy.
Huh.
Because I made a friend.
That's cool.
I made a friend.
Made a friend.
Friend. In the club. We all friend.
In a club. You ever see the meme that's like the girl crying and she's like, apparently in the club we're not all fam, and why did nobody tell me? I was like, that's me. That's me right there.
When's the last time you guys went to like a club? Like
Oh,
dance
man.
club? Loud music, like yelling in the person's ear next to you. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Dude, it's been like 15 years
God,
for
I
me.
hate
I
that.
couldn't do it anymore.
The last
I,
time I went, I was probably like 23.
Oh God. See, that's never been my vibe. That's not my vibe. Never been my vibe. But this work
Me
trip I
neither.
go on, the one I did with LA, the few people that I like really enjoy like hanging out with, like I talk to them every day still. When we do this trip, we always go early, stay late, like I said. But every time we do that, one of them plans like an extravagant night at like whatever the biggest, loudest club, whatever is. Doors don't open till 11. Like I have to garner up all of my energy for the previous 365 days. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm mentally preparing. I've been mentally preparing for this next trip for a while. Because last year we went to Vegas, and I don't remember a lot of that night. But this year we're going back to Vegas, and apparently we're going to the same exact club as last time. So just know if you get bottle service and you think that the wait staff are giving you weak drinks, they're not. Don't make your own. Just gonna put that out there for your audience to know. But so every year it's almost to the day. Once a year I have to do this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah. It's fun in theory.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want to go to the club at 10 o'clock p.m.?
We be watching a movie.
I'm good. I want to be in my pajamas watching a movie by that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I love my pajamas.
Whose pick is it? Mine? Wait, did you go,
John?
James?
No, did I?
John
just went.
Mall.
Yeah.
Shopping mall. So
Okay.
then it's
Then we talked about the club.
the club. Speaking of the club, no, this has nothing to do with the club. So one of my favorite movies of all time is Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Hey.
And don't come for me, don't cancel me or block me or whatever the hell we do now. But I still have not seen parts 5 and 6.
Oh, come on!
Son of a. And I know, growing up, I only ever watched 1, 2, 3. Like I got to watch what we owned or what I found or what someone gifted, So or what like my cousins or neighbors would like sneak that I could watch.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I watched. So for some reason I always had 1, 2, 3 and this. And so I'd only ever watched those. And this, Freddy is so kind of, just iconic in and of himself that I didn't need to have seen those 3 middle movies, 4, 5, and 6, to understand the impact that this had. And this became my favorite, like by far. I love all the ones I've seen so far. I watched 4 like 2 years ago on the channel and was like, this is amazing. I love 4. But love that movie. To this day, I can still watch it. I think I just did like a live stream watching this.
Yeah, New Nightmare. That's top 3 of the franchise for me.
It's my number one. I just
and way ahead of its time. I mean, it's sort of a precursor to Scream with the meta aspect of it.
Yeah,
I love that movie. I love the dark tone of it.
It's like a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
For like the first hour and something, and then it goes full Wes Craven chase scenes, slasher, blah blah blah, whatever. But when he like finally attacks her in the bedroom and he calls her Nancy, I was like a child. I was like 7 or 8 or whatever, and I was like goosebumps. Like I still again hadn't even seen the previous few films, which I will watch.
It's got some creepy moments in it for sure. And you know what? Not enough people talk about the fact that Freddy is wearing leather pants in that movie.
I wish more people would
he is people
we're not going to
forget.
Yeah, right.
You're going to mention that? Okay.
Yeah.
When you said this pick has nothing to do with the club, I was about to say I beg to differ, sir.
Actually,
he looks like he's about to go to the club.
Speaking of, you can add a sick beat to any of the orchestral music in that film too. Actually, when he comes out of the. That's actually, you know what? Now I'm only gonna watch that movie thinking of him walking around in his club outfit.
Freddy, fashion icon.
The trench coat, the trench
coat, the leather pants. Good. Dude is ready.
His boots. When he steps on the airplane, Dylan's little toy, whatever. That's like when the beat drops.
Oh,
yeah.
Somebody remix that. Get on.
Yes, please.
Get on that now.
Yeah, now.
So my pick, I am gonna go with. This is a sealed copy of The Stepfather 2. Make room for Daddy.
I almost grabbed that. Mine is not sealed though. beautiful.
Oh, you almost grabbed Stepfather 2?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That was given to me at VHS Fest last year by
Really?
Frightgasm, who does like the custom tapes.
Yeah.
nice.
I love that.
Yep.
Dude,
Cool.
his release of The Substance, fucking crazy. So good.
I can't see it from there. I have the whole thing sitting in front of the VCR because I'm like, it needs its own shelf.
It
Like
does.
Yeah,
and the vial, like
yeah,
very
see,
impressive.
yeah,
Love it.
beautiful.
He really went all out on that one. That was
Yeah.
spectacular.
And I've gotten custom tapes, and I like the idea of a custom tape that someone can put their own art on it or
Mhm.
or whatever. But the quality looks as good, if not better, than an actual tape you would get off of the shelf at the store. Like I wasn't expecting that because most of the custom tapes I have like are good, but they are someone doing it on like their own printing thing,
Sure.
whatever. It's like the most beautiful glossy finish. And so she sits there with her bare ass out. But I mean,
Shout out to Frightgasm. Yeah.
shout out to Frightgasm.
But yeah, Stepfather 2, I might enjoy this one more than the original. I think it's
I
great.
feel like I would need to. I might actually agree. I'd have to watch them both again. The second is more fun.
Stepfather 2. Daddy is back.
They're both great movies, but the second is a little campier and more fun. And I do have a soft spot for, is it Jeff Burr? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Who directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Yep.
That everybody also shits on, but that I enjoy and almost also grabbed in my stack. This stack was going to be gigantic, but we had to do 8. So
I don't know why I said 8. We can grab more.
That's fine. No.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jeff Burr, have you ever seen this Night of the Scarecrow?
I've seen that cover. I have not seen the movie.
Dude, I love this movie. Great slasher. Yeah, Jeff Burr, R.I.P. made a lot of great movies.
It sucks that like they didn't get appreciated. I mean, they butchered Leatherface anyway, but
yeah, I have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I have the cassette soundtrack.
That's
there
cool.
somewhere.
Ooh.
I've started like picking up cassettes and stuff.
Hell yeah!
I started looking at those at Goodwill, but I give up because they're so small that after looking at like 10 of them, I'm like, ugh, that's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at Goodwill, it's always like just Christmas and Christian.
Yes.
tapes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Bible verses.
Already got them all, so don't need any more.
I'm full up on my Christian
exactly.
tapes.
Yeah.
I'm running out of room over here.
Yeah. More Jesus for everybody else,
Yes.
Amen, brother. All right. John, your pick.
All right.
Praise his name.
So this one I'm just going with because who doesn't love this movie? Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, is that still sealed?
No.
Oh, the glare looked like I was like, wow.
Oh, gotcha.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love this movie. Very
Great
good
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of in the final days of VHS.
Yeah, I think this is
As far as like mainstream releases. I think the last one was 2006, so that was,
I was gonna say, I thought
2004.
I'm gonna get my flashlight out.
What was the last? I forgot. Someone said what the last
2004.
2004.
Yep.
Someone said what the last VHS movie ever.
A History of Violence.
Is that okay? That's
Yeah.
what it was. I always forget.
And that tape goes for quite a bit. A
Yeah.
History of Violence.
That's crazy.
And it's not even for the movie. It's just the fact that it's like the last movie
Because it's
made
the
on
last.
that format.
Yeah. But my God, yeah, Shaun the Dead. I feel like horror comedy. God, I'm getting into horror comedies now. I love a good genre blending moment. I feel like not many movies back then, at least for horror comedies, knew to like pay respect to the horror, not to balance both.
Yes.
You can't insult one of the other. Like if you're going to have a horror comedy, you need to like commit to the horror and the comedy. So like Shaun of the Dead does that spectacularly. In my opinion, Idle Hands does that spectacularly. like you can be funny, but you can't be funny at the detriment of the horror that you're also trying to whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like Shaun of the Dead like holds up.
So I take it you're not a fan of like Scary Movie?
I do love the Scary Movie franchise.
Okay.
But I look at those as full comedy. Like they're not meant to be scary necessarily. Like they're really trying to be like full comedy.
Spooky.
And so for that I'm like, no, you're fantastic. Yeah. Well, the first two, I guess maybe three a little. No, three's terrible. Good. Four, sorry. Three's the one I don't like. And then four,
aren't they bringing that back? The franchise, the Wayans Brothers?
Yeah. Yes, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I've been saying, why are we not getting a Scary Movie legacy sequel? Because everything's a legacy sequel now. Wes Craven did it first, period. But whatever, like no one was talking about back then. Again, also still have his time. But all they have to do is have Cindy come back and be living in like a whatever in the middle of nowhere with her shotguns, like Laurie Strode 2018, and Brenda shows up and maybe she's a journalist again and she'll still alive. Who cares? I just need it to be that Brenda is there somehow.
Yeah.
And it's the original killer coming back, and now we're getting like a Scream 5, Scream 6 moment. Yeah, Shakespeare in Love.
You on candid camera now.
You on candid camera. She's in every one of my reactions. Every reaction video has a Brenda moment.
I was gonna say, like, I have seen a lot of Brenda in your video.
Pops up. She pops up like 4 times in the next one, the one I just did.
Yeah, I got you. I got you on camera. You on candid camera now. You ain't know that.
We love Brenda, but I'm excited.
I love Brenda.
Oh, it's
all
me.
Right. James.
It's me. Okay. So my best friend in real life is Derek, Blockbuster Videos. That's why I can't stop shutting up about him. So we did you've done this. You did the on-set cinema, right?
I haven't. No.
Oh, I thought you did. So
no, you're talking about Myers' house, dude?
Myers, yes. So you
no, I know Kenny, but
okay.
No, I've never done that.
So if it's a movie that you love and you can, it's actually fantastic. So for us, we went to Utah and Salt Lake City, and we saw screenings of Halloween 5 and Halloween 6 at the respective 5 and 6 houses, like Myers houses.
That's cool.
And I'm a huge fan of this movie, and I know most people are not. And it is Halloween 5, but my love has grown over the years. And I'm pulling this because it's Derek got this for me because we quote it all the time. Like we did Tina, like all that, like we quote this movie like it's for no reason. We'll be playing a game and one of us will be instructing the other one on like what to do. And we'll go, what do you want me to do? Like literally says that. So
these are for you.
Love the art on the front because it's not from the movie.
No, it's not.
And I love that the part 4 art is also not from that movie. But I just love the movie. I understand why people don't.
It's
I very much so understand why.
For what it was, I liked it. Yeah, it was fun.
But I loved this. See, the thing is, I love Tina, and everyone hates Tina. Like I understand the hatred, but I just have so much fun with this.
Yeah, she doesn't make it easy to root for.
That's and I.
I'm like, what are we doing here?
I think there are good pieces in a bad movie.
Sure.
Here, and she would have been a great side character to Rachel, but they force her to be the lead.
Yeah, like,
and it's like that's not what she is. Like, you can't have the over the top party girl, whatever, be the lead. So, like, I could talk for like 5 hours about Halloween 5, just period, and what they should have done and could have done and whatever. But I loved Tina because Jamie loved Tina. Like, watching as a kid, I think I saw Tina as like, because my sister is 13 years older, and so I was like 5 or 6, and she was in high school. So I think I looked at Tina that way as like, oh, like my sister and her cool, dorky friends, like over the top, whatever friends. Yeah. That's kind of maybe where it comes from for me. But they should not have made her the lead character. Like
Yeah,
there's
I mean-
so much that does not, Men in Black. Why did we do that? Like there's a lot of stuff. I get it, but
anytime I watch 5, it's almost like they brainstormed off the success of 4. Like, okay, what shouldn't we do? Like, okay, kill Rachel.
Yeah.
Make Jamie mute, who's like one of the greatest child performances ever in Halloween 4. Let's make her not talk. Let's make Dr. Loomis completely off the fucking rails and drunk.
To make him as unlikable as possible.
Yeah, so I do have a soft spot for 5, but I describe it as like the Room version of the Halloween series. It's like the bizarre Halloween entry. You're just like,
you can see the foreign influence from there's a French director, and it's like beautiful cinematography and lighting, but like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, like story points that don't make sense, and like, yes, I get it. It's again a lot of pieces that maybe could have been a thing, but they don't cohesively come together. And that's
I appreciate Halloween 5. I get the love for it, so that's a great pick. Like I could talk Halloween stuff all day. But I love that pick, and I'm super jealous that you went to the Halloween 6 house, because I've been a diehard defender of Halloween 6 my entire life. It hasn't always been easy, but
it's really tough for us.
It's like
I'm a Halloween 6 truther.
It's top 3. We're like conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Halloween 6 is actually good, man.
Real.
I've done my research.
The theatrical, the producer's good.
But no, dude, Halloween 6 is like top 3 of the franchise for me. I fucking love that movie. I've always wanted to go to Salt Lake and visit the locations. That's awesome, man.
If they do the 5 and 6, it was in the same weekend, because I'm like, I'm never gonna get to go to these things. They're always too far away. It's too expensive. You always you watch the movie for someone watching on Set Cinema. You watch the movie at the place it was filmed,
right.
And that weekend, I was like, bitch, Derek, like 3 movies in Salt Lake. It was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was like, I don't even know if I have the funds or can get the time off, but like, I feel like we actually have to do this. It was Halloween 5 on Friday. Saturday was Silent Night, Deadly Night, which was like 45 minutes like away from Salt Lake, but they did that at like the toy store, which is now a gym. And then Sunday was Halloween 6.
Nice.
You got like a tour of the location. Fun fact I never knew, and I feel like I know everything about Halloween 6, is that
Hit me with it.
The interior shots. I knew that the interior of Tommy's room, like Paul Rudd, was actually filmed in the house used as the Myers house. So when you're looking at Miss Blankenship's house, and then they cut to inside, it's actually inside the Myers house. I knew that. I did not know that not a single one of the interior shots of the Myers house in the film is filmed at any of those houses. And my stomach. And we don't know where they were filmed.
Seriously?
Yeah, like when you walk in, I'm like, here we go. Like I'm walking into the Myers house.
Right.
Not at all.
Wait, isn't the basement the same though?
Oh, I'm sorry. The basement is the same. Yes.
Okay.
The basement is legit. I'm a liar, and you should cancel me. The basement
it's okay.
The basement,
I just wanna...
Kenny even pointed. He does a great job of like pinpointing exactly. He points up to like one pipe, and he's like, "This pipe is visible," and the blah blah blah. And then so when you're watching the movie after, you're like, "There's the fucking pipe." So
the pipe's there.
The pipe's right there. But yeah, the interior is not at all. It's like like in a, I don't know. It's like several people live there, but you can't get to any of the places from. I don't understand how it's the weirdest structured house I've ever seen in my life. And where the stairs are and the rooms are and stuff, it's not that they redid it. And then we asked Kenny, and he's like, yeah, those weren't filmed here. And I was like, so no idea.
Wow.
But the outside is like, still looks the same. You can see, there was like marks or something in the door that they were like, that's from the movie, whatever. And if you watch Halloween 6, there's like a small little tree off to the left of the screen that's growing. That's like nothing. The tree is like this thick and stretches above the house now. Like, so it's crazy to see it in the movie being this little nothing of a tree. And then we're standing there. I'm like, where's this tree in the movie? Oh, right there. Because it's like, it takes up the whole front yard now.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Did you shave some bark off of it? Bring it home with you?
I'm really stupid.
Carve your name in it.
Because I should have. And then have, what's her face? Kara sign the, Marion Hagen sign the back of the bark.
That'd be cool.
You touched this in 1994.
So when I went to the Halloween 45 convention, we did we went to like the Doyle and the Strode house, and they were doing renovations on one of them. So there was this dumpster, like just full of wood that they ripped off the side of the house. And I was jokingly like, some Halloween fan's gonna like take a piece of this house. And some guy did.
Oh my gosh.
If I lived in Pasadena, I might. If I had like a garage, I'd be like, yeah, that's
right. And put it up on the this is a piece of the
I wasn't flying back for that though.
Right.
TSA is like, what the?
Yeah. It fits in the overhead compartment. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
All right, so Halloween 5.
Halloween 5.
James, I think I got to bring you back for like full Halloween talk, man.
I'm trying to like not. I just need to. I talk so much.
Oh, it's okay, man. I love it.
I love it.
I love talking Halloween.
Is it my pick? I believe it is. Okay, this is my last pick. I think, right? Yes.
Yeah, should be.
Okay, so this was one of my best thrift finds. This happened like maybe a year and a half ago, but I did find the HBO Evil Dead release.
That's a thrift find?
Yes. And I don't know about you guys, if whenever you find something this great at the thrift store, you feel like you're stealing. And I was like, here's your quarter. Taking this.
Wow.
You know where you need to go for movies for real? And I always forget. Is like your local library.
Oh, yeah.
They always have like a basement full of old, like people, it's almost like Goodwill, but they sell, when you said a quarter, they sell like everything, DVDs, Blu-ray, and like tapes and cassettes, all 25 cents or 50 cents.
Yeah.
I've never done
25 cents, a quarter. It's very slim pickings. Like they mostly have books and I think like audio stuff and less of the DVDs and tapes, but I've still like, I pay $2 and get 8 movies. Who cares what the movies are, you know?
Right.
But
I will have to do that. I've never tried that method before. But yeah, that was one of my best thrift finds. So
I love that. I just love that poster art so much.
Classic. Is that all the picks? We ran through the tapes. Okay, let's.
I have an 8th tape.
Oh,
go right ahead.
Did we skip you?
Story of my life, John.
Sorry.
Wait,
I don't remember.
I don't think we did because you picked Halloween 5 and then we talked.
No, just went right to you.
Yeah,
maybe earlier.
It's okay.
You grabbed from under the lantern.
That was Ready to Rumble.
Oh,
weird. That's my like a 9th tape.
It's all good. More tapes, the better. Go.
I mean, I've talked so much. I don't even deserve an 8th tape, but I grabbed Return to Oz.
Yes.
Never seen it. Oh, isn't that like sort of horror adjacent?
Yes. Which is why. What?
Did you pull the slip out to see if there's anything behind it?
Oh wait, didn't you tell me?
Anchor Bay does like this cool little thing where they.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is the outside. I think it was you that told me that then, probably.
Yeah.
I had totally forgotten. Wow. There you go, everyone. Well, I love these clamshells. Like I'm fine with like a regular clamshell, but the sturdiness of these gives me like
bulky.
It's like the steel book of a tape. You know,
like
that's the closest you can
come
to that.
And they're perfect size too. They're not like oversized.
That's
like
mostly what it is because I can't. On my shelves, it's really obnoxious. Even the big box stands out, but whatever, it's a big box, it's fine, and it's poltergeist. But yeah, when I start putting the regular clamshells, it doesn't. It's too much. But yeah, Return to Oz. You should definitely watch it.
Yeah.
It is in the vein of more like horror. Like this scared the hell out of me. This is in the same maybe respect of like, was it The Witches with Angelica Houston, where like it was supposedly a kids movie but traumatized a generation.
Yeah.
This has similar moments. Like that's what this is, and it's like probably was marketed as like, yeah, your kids are gonna love going back to Oz, but like there are headless like people, and the Gnome King is terrifying, and practical effects for days. Yeah,
Firuza Balk as Dorothy.
Firuza Balk. Yeah,
Nice.
and it's still based on, I think it's like 2 main original like Oz stories that actually existed. They like combined them for Return to Oz.
Huh. Cool.
Yep.
Added to the watch list. All right, so I think that's all our picks.
That's all the picks.
So let's
wait. I have another 8th tape. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Hey, that's all right if you want to. Let's see. I'm going to go to the little questionnaire on Instagram.
Yeah,
I asked everyone, hey, what is your best VHS thrift find? Let us know. So let's get to some of those.
We should see if we have them too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We might. Okay. My buddy Mark says Friday the 13th part 2 at a Texas thrift store. Very nice.
Great find.
That's
you guys
a crazy gem to find at a thrift store.
Yeah. Have you guys ever found a Friday the 13th at a thrift store?
No. I can't say that I have.
I don't think I have either.
I gotta say, like, the only like big name movie tape that I found at a thrift store was like Near Dark. That's like the only like one that stood out.
The day I got this, I got Near Dark and The Lost Boys all in the same.
That's cool.
So
that's cool.
I feel like I've gotten most of my mainstream things. I feel like most of the ones I've gotten from thrifting mostly were like more action comedies I liked when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like getting those, I find.
Those are the ones I'll find, but like I'm like if it's like a bigger tape, I would say Near Dark is probably up there.
Like for me, when I found it was House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah,
it's not even old, but I was like, $2. Yeah,
Horror in the Wild. This is
Horror in the Wild. Yeah, right. Run away.
All right, Movie Junkie John says Manhunter on VHS in Atlanta.
Okay.
I've never seen Manhunter.
It's good.
Bye.
Have you seen Red Dragon?
I haven't. I love Red Dragon
from 2002.
So Red Dragon is, from what I gather, it's kind of like a remake of Manhunter.
Yeah, they're both the same exact story based on, because the book is called Red Dragon. So they originally made it into Manhunter.
Yeah.
But then like a couple years later, they did Silence of the Lambs.
Mm-hmm.
And because that was so big after Hannibal came out, 10 years later, they were like, so basically it's like a remake of the same movie, but with Anthony Hopkins.
Yes.
I'll be honest, I get all that so confused. I'm like, wait, so Manhunter, Red Dragon, Hannibal, Silence. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, because then they did like Hannibal Rising, which was like a prequel that came out after, but we already had a prequel, and I was like, what are you doing? And then his accent changed, so that confused me. But I do like Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, and Red Dragon is, I feel like, a very cohesive trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The 7 VHS was right. Just too confusing.
Too confusing. Too much. Yeah, 7's way better.
Hannibal Lecter's a puss.
Hannibal Lecter's a bitch.
Yeah, if you watched Silence of the Lambs and thought, this isn't sad enough, you want 7. If you thought there weren't enough numbers in the title,
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Rare Bird Design from Toxic Coffin. What's up, buddy? He says Titanic 2 tape box. Very rare.
Very.
Still crying after what that bitch Rose did to my boy Jack.
Yeah, it's pretty
all right.
Put it on the door.
It's a door. Of course,
very rare. Very rare.
Yeah, that's super rare. Yeah.
Never even seen it actually.
All right, next one. Ex-horror enthusiast said, not horror related, but a huge pile of classic Disney VHS I got for $2 a piece.
Ooh.
All right. Hey, any and all tapes are acceptable.
Yeah.
Whatever you're into.
Doesn't have to be horror.
No, definitely not.
Huh.
One of my don't judge me, or judge actually, it's fine. I found Grease 2 at Goodwill,
That's cool.
and I love Grease 2.
Oh,
Grease is
wild,
everywhere.
huh?
But yeah, Grease 2 is like not anywhere, and like people are like, ew, Grease 2. I'm like, shut up, just like literally don't talk to me about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I was like, just like randomly, no, Goodwill, whatever, and Grease freaking 2.
Hey, I picked this up the other day, the Black Cauldron. I've never seen this. My girlfriend apparently really loves this movie, and she was like, if you ever see this, pick
I remember
it up.
it scaring me when I was a kid.
Yeah, apparently it's like sort of horror-ish.
So like chase sequences. I remember being scared. I don't remember anything about it except like it scared me.
Yeah, I haven't watched this yet, but
y'all ever either of you ever see Watcher in the Woods?
No.
Ooh, I'm sorry, sidetrack. I almost pulled this as part of the thing, but I'm like, no, everyone's seen Silence of the Lambs. Like, stop trying to like make it happen, or not Silence of the Lambs. Watcher in the Woods. So, whatever. The ADHD is kicking in. So, this is Watcher in the Woods. Have you heard of the Watcher in the Woods?
I have not.
Watcher in the Woods.
Okay, so
I love the cover though.
This is a Disney film starring Betty Davis and Kyle Richards at like the height of being Kyle Richards, the not height of being Betty Davis, but it's like their attempt at making a horror movie. So they literally had this whole campaign, I guess, like back in the day about like Disney does scary stuff now, and they were calling this. They were calling it themselves like the Disney Exorcist, like Disney's version of The Exorcist.
Wow.
It is a PG movie that is nowhere near the horror or whatever of The Exorcist, but that's how they were marketing it, and it died a slow death. No one went to go see it, but it is really fun.
Okay.
And the twist is not what you would think. There's a big like twist at the end that.
Okay, 1980. It's only 83 minutes long, apparently.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. All right.
Because like what the ending suggests is like, oh, that's cool. It's very different. And there's a deleted ending that you can find on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or the DVD has it, whatever. But you can see what they were really going for, and it is like batshit crazy. It makes no sense, and I love it.
Nice. I gotta check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on the list.
This is a good one. Retro Burner VHS said found Frankenhooker and dolls at a thrift store before the new year. Holy shit! That's
one
crazy.
of those is crazy. You found both.
Yeah.
Someone must have died and they like gave his collection to the thrift or something.
Can you imagine?
That's wild.
Jesus.
Congratulations. Holy shit.
Yeah. I've been looking for dolls.
Yeah. Well done.
we were really impressed. Shit. Damn, yeah.
You know what? One of my dreams is to like stumble across this abandoned building or something, and you break in, and it's like a sealed up video store from like 1995. Like, oh yeah, this guy died, and they just closed everything up, boarded up the windows.
That'd be heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dream is to open up a place like that. Just win the lottery and like open up a Blockbuster-esque.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody said you were able to find things in the wild. Touche.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
It's getting harder and harder because not only are people like us out there, but now just resellers in general.
Yeah.
They're like, well, you know, you can get big money for horror VHS.
They'll buy everything because they can resell it.
Fucking jabronis. You don't deserve it.
Bitches.
No, you don't.
Times are tough.
All right. Somebody says Lady in White. I like that movie. Have you guys ever
I haven't seen that. No.
That's good. I have it somewhere.
Good atmosphere. The atmosphere actually reminds me a lot of Halloween 4. And I don't know why.
Okay.
Like just a lot of the shots of the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady in White.
It's not exactly horror. It's horror adjacent, more of a little ghost story, but it's pretty good.
That's good.
I love that. That's a good find.
All right. Someone says found nail gun massacre at the antique mall in Edmonton.
What?
What?
All right. But if it's an antique mall, you know they got that shit priced at
That's well, okay. Love an antique
Yeah.
mall. We
But
don't
you-
have enough of them.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Is that sarcasm, sir?
No, I'm being dead ass because so where I am, we'll have little baby thrift stores and we have Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there's no when I go to, because I am this old man, is when we go to Vegas, I actually take a big chunk of time because it's my third time going to Vegas. I've never wanted to go to Vegas. I wish I don't want to go, but they have a gigantic antique mall that is the size of probably two maybe like grocery stores. Like looks like two huge outlet gigantic stores had closed and it takes up the entirety. I would spend 3-4 hours in there and still not see all of it. But that's where you get the best tapes.
That's cool.
And cassettes and
I like
vinyl
that.
and everything.
The thing
Nailed
with
that
those,
massacre though. Holy shit.
That's crazy.
yeah, that's a good find.
That's
the
wild.
thing with those types of stores though, like the booths, they usually have their shit priced a copy of The Craft will be $10 or something. So when
Yeah.
you see that, it's like, oh,
that's the
okay.
only thing.
So-
It's a treasure trove, but you have to kind of
Unfortunately, you got to price high at antique malls because you got the overhead. You got to pay your rent. You got to pay. You lose percentage on credit card fees and stuff. It adds up.
if you can go to one of those and the person is there, because there's hundreds of areas.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, it's rented out from someone who's selling their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If the person's there, you can usually when you're chatting with them, like you said, going to
There's
come
wiggle
and
room.
talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they're not there and you're just picking up a thing, it's going to be the price of it is, which sucks.
How long have you been doing that, John?
About a year now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mind me
Helpful.
asking, what's your rent at one of those?
So I rent a showcase. It's not. I can't really call it a booth. So I pay $170 a month for it.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you gotta,
Yeah.
you can't just give stuff away. I get it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. It's empty. I didn't realize.
It's okay.
All right, we got a couple of more here. Blockbusted Videos
Hey!
says
Meow, 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 meow.
Attack of the Beast Creatures.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds really cool.
Sounds very rare too.
It almost sounds made up.
Right.
Attack of the Beast Creatures.
Hell yeah.
I love when movies just have names that shouldn't exist.
Yeah. And let's see, last one here. Retro Death Media says Men in Black VHS, super rare find in the wild. Very funny, sir.
I'm like, wait a second.
That.
They met Men in Black too.
Yes, that's the rare one.
That's
What's
the rare
next? Twister?
Yeah.
Like,
When I found Twister and Dante's Peak and a couple of these movies on VHS, when I was first looking, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then when
Me too.
and then when I found them at the second store and the third store and the fourth store and the fifth store, after already having bought them thinking they would be so rare, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
yeah, so that's all the responses I got. But thank you to everyone that sent in a response. I do appreciate it.
Yeah. I almost responded, but I was like, I'm going to be here. So I won't.
I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, I'm going to be right here. So.
I'm in
Well,
it.
guys, we are coming up right at 2 hours. Man, this
Wow.
just flew right by. This is
This
so
is-
much
Man.
fun.
This
I
has been a
love it.
blast.
Yeah.
2
So
hours, damn.
before we get out of here, do you guys have anything to plug? Where can we find you?
Okay.
Tell us where you live.
Yeah. John,
me
give us your address
give
and
me
your social.
fucking address.
You can find me on Instagram, wicked_VHS. You can find me on YouTube, which is now Wicked VHS with the sub genre is Tapeheads United.
Tapeheads United.
That's our friendly podcast where we bring on people like these gentlemen and talk tapes.
Yeah, me and James have both been on at separate
Yeah.
times. So if you're checking out this episode and you like this type of stuff, check out his channel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've literally watched every episode, and I'm a huge fan of James. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm not just saying this. Your videos make me laugh my ass off. So
I'm not used to all these compliments, and I'm going to need you to start
I'm
making
serious.
fun of my bald spot or something soon.
I'm not.
Just, make fun of me for not paying my bills and my light going out. Like,
Yeah.
this is just too much.
Hey, I'm not blowing smoke here. You got the goods, kid.
Yeah, you got the goods. Got the goods for showbiz.
Actually, you know what? I meant to ask this at the start of the episode, but James, every time I watch your videos, I'm like, man, this guy's skin is practically glowing. Can you
should
share
meet him in person.
Can you share some
in person?
skin?
I feel like I just photographed well. I feel like in person.
No, you glow, dude. Like you were like, my wife was like, his teeth are like the whitest teeth I've ever seen on the planet Earth. Like I know he's like a model.
All right, James,
This is stupid.
share some tips with us heathens.
Wow.
Like, is it moisturizing, exfoliation?
I do a lot of steps. Yeah.
Okay,
I work for a skincare company,
Yeah.
so I get like free stuff too.
All right,
but-
top 5 things every guy should have. Like, do this every day to your skin.
Okay, that's even a lot because most guys won't even do that much.
Yeah.
You gotta wash your face.
That's
But
important.
not something that's super cheap and stripping. Like if you go to like the first thing you find, it probably is making your skin more dehydrated, which means you're actually going to get more oil breakouts, redness, texture issues. Like you're making your skin worse.
Mm-hmm.
A scrub, you got to scrub once or twice a week. Again, not super abrasive. Doesn't need to rip your face off. It just needs to. The Kiehl's facial fuel scrub is really good.
Okay, are you talking like sugar scrub, like that kind of stuff?
Not even that aggressive.
Okay,
But same idea.
I have like one of those rubber exfoliation pads.
Oh, okay. Sometimes those are okay.
Yeah,
Those are like
I feel
fine.
like they don't really work.
Well, that's
I'm
the
just
thing. It's like
is
you
this
want
working?
something that's gonna buff away the dead skin, but
Uh-huh.
not attack the live skin cells because it's skin. Like it's pretty like fucking thin. And people are like, "Oh, I use like the something apricot blah blah blah." That's like knives on your face and you're bleeding. Like you don't need to do that. So you want something that is exfoliating but not stripping.
Okay.
So scrub twice a week. A serum is usually pretty important because the serum is gonna, penetrate the skin more deeply. A moisturizer, because you just have to moisturize. If you are cleansing and scrubbing your skin is like, thank you, I feel good. Now can you replenish me with some moisture? So if you're just like not doing that, your skin's gonna get so mad so fast. And sunscreen.
I was
Okay,
just gonna
now-
say, do you wear sunscreen a lot, like all the time outside? Yeah,
all the time.
So I do a moisturizer with SPF. I try to put that on every day.
That's cool. That's good. A lot of where I work, we have like a men's line, so we sell like built-ins and stuff. We sell separate ones too, but the built-ins are super popular. It's easy. You put it on. You have your moisturizer. You have your sunscreen.
All right, and now. By the way, I love that we're ending the episode like this.
Skincare.
Like, deep dive on skincare.
Yeah.
When you say a face serum, is this like an every night thing, once a week?
That can be twice. Well, it depends on what's in it, I guess. So I'm oily and usually acne prone. So we do like a skin test, so I know that I'm dehydrated. So like when I do the test, it says I don't have enough water like in my skin. So, which is from mental stress, physical stress, the environment, like sun exposure, whatever. You go to work and your boss is a jerk, you're going to lose water. It happens. So when my skin runs out of water, it pumps out excess oil. So the serum I use is a water serum. So it's weird to like go that route, but I'm so oily that when I use the water serum, which like just floods your skin with water, I don't get the oil. So most people think I'm oily. I should use something that dries it out and has alcohol and whatever. And what that'll do is it'll eliminate all of the oil that you have, but it doesn't eliminate the cause of the oil, which is the lack of water and dehydration. So we're big on like what the fuck's your skin doing, Yeah. And then we'll kind of build routine based on that. But so my serum is for, one of them, one's for water and one I have like a retinol anti-aging because like lines for days. So usually I tell people if it says like fragrance or perfume on the back or mineral oil, then like don't.
Especially for like sensitive skin, like you wouldn't use like a
especially for sensitive skin. Yeah. Because what they'll do is they put like instant gratification stuff, so it smells nice and it feels nice, so you think it's doing something, but the
like
reason it's cheap
like
is
the menthol-y stuff.
Yes.
Like,
which we put that in our men's stuff too. Like the gimmick does work, but it's also like, bamboo extract and vitamin E and vitamin C and whatever. So it's there because guys do, like, you put it on and it feels nice and smells nice. Yeah. But if that's the entirety of the product, then it's like, it's not doing anything.
Gotcha.
All right. I hope everybody wrote all that down.
Yeah. Take notes. I hope you guys took notes.
I can't wait till this comes out so I can rewind and take notes.
Dude, you should make videos about this on your channel.
Sure.
God. It's so time consuming. My company used to have me make videos for them.
That's cool.
And then I think they realized, like, he sucks, and so we stopped.
You're like splicing in clips of Brenda in your video.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this breakout. This is some scary shit. This is some scary shit. Opportunity. I should have done that. Damn.
That's great.
I did make a video. This is so stupid. I did do one because they encourage social media stuff like of our own, and I did one where I was getting called by Ghostface. Every time he tried to ask me about a scary movie, I would cut him off and start describing a scary movie while holding a skincare product that related to it.
Oh.
Yeah,
what's your favorite moisturizer?
Yeah, it was like, what's your favorite,
God.
blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, is that the one with the guy who wears people's skin and blah, blah, blah. And I was holding a face mask.
That's great. All right. Well, on that note, we are going to get on out of here. John, thank you so much. James, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for tuning in. That's it. Catch you on the next one.